Yeah, they got it bumping. Leg drop, boot to the face, we won't fold. Quick to put a dude in this place, he out cold. With a tombstone, grapple the waist, get laid flat. Can't escape, nowhere to go, the cage match. It's on now, when I spot him, it's no problem. Everybody stone cold till they hit with the rock bottom. Sharpshooter, I won't miss him like Bret Hart. Like Al Snow, they gon' need him a head start. I just might catch a better body than Mickey James. Get acquainted with the name, we bringin' the pain. Like Kane in the ring, all I see is red. Paul Era, Undertaker, I can see the dead. John Cena putting hands in your face. Ted DiBiase, keep a milli on the waist. B2TF, better stay in your place or get smacked down, play it safe.
Welcome to another episode of Boot to the Face here on YouTube and all your favorite podcasting platforms. I'm Chris Rucker along with my co-host EJ Reed, and we are live the day after AEW Full Gear. Running a little bit late due to some travel, but we're here. EJ, how you doing?
I can't complain, man. How you doing?
I'm doing better than my girlfriend.
Oh yeah, it's her birthday weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, today's her birthday, so
Happy
she's
birthday.
happy birthday, Tab. We just got home from Chattanooga, and it was rough for the old 32-year-old this morning.
You gotta give us a play-by-play. When y'all land and.
We drove up to Chattanooga last night.
Okay.
There's a spot called Agave and Rye that we love. So we hit them up and then we bar hopped. Like, we went from Agave and Rye to this place called Whiskey Cowgirl to our favorite little hole in the wall dive bar, Hair of the Dog. Then we walked up to the top of there's a hotel that's got a speakeasy on the top floor of it called Whiskey. What the fuck is it called? Chat. God damn it. I can't think of the name of it now.
I feel like every place has something with whiskey in it. They got a place here around here called Big Whiskey. Everything.
Yeah. Whiskey Liquor up in Vegas. I'm trying to think of the name of the fucking Whiskey Thief. That's the name of it. Whiskey Thief. We went to, and then we ended up going back to Hair of the Dog, and we went out like it was like 6, maybe 5-ish, and I was like, babe, we're not gonna make it to your birthday. Like, we might want to go chill for a little while. Like, we're drinking too much. She was like, we're good. So kept drinking, and about 11 o'clock, she had that look on her face. And I was like, yeah, we're not gonna make it. Ate way too much bullshit food. Like, the taco place, we had a lot of tacos. I got the Southern Poutine. She had Southern egg rolls that they have there. I got breakfast this morning. Her hangover food is Bojangles, so we stopped by Bojangles just now on the way home. Quick little drive, hour 45, 2 hours to get up there. Not bad at all.
Yeah, that's what's up. I hate when that happens though. When with a significant other, you all having a good time, they get a little bit too drunk. You're like, man, it's probably gonna be no sexy time later.
Yeah, but I mean, I knew going in that wasn't gonna happen just because the theme park's down for maintenance right now, so
that happens too. That's always bad time too.
But it was a good time, man. It was a lot of fun. It's always fun me and her hanging out. When it's just us, we seem to have a lot of fun. Like, we run into people, talk to people, shooting darts and shit like that. And one of the reasons I like dive bar types is because you get to like interact with the bartenders and shit, and usually they're all just funny and cool and goofy. So that was a lot of fun. She was out of it this morning. Like, I didn't think we were gonna make it back home in time. We actually left about an hour later than I thought we would, but she's in there napping now. I was good though, this old 43-year-old man can still drink with the youngsters.
Oh, I was gonna say, wait, you're 43? For some reason I thought you were like 41.
No, I'm 43.
Damn, black don't crack.
Yeah, I hope it don't for a while, because them numbers are getting bigger and bigger, dog.
Damn, that's what's up. So y'all got there Saturday.
Yeah, we literally left. We went to Orange Theory, worked out yesterday, came home, packed, and then drove up there. And then it was just a little one-night trip. Like I said, it's less than 2 hours away. So it's a fun little town, though, man. Everything's in, like, walking distance. They had a big event going on. Ricky Medina from Cavino and Rich listenership, he lives out there. And every time I'm out there, I never get a chance to catch up with him. But hopefully the next time I go, we can, because we're always, like, missing each other. He's like, damn, I just left that area, blah, blah, blah. But we stayed down by the Tennessee Aquarium and just walked around, man. It's a fucking beautiful night, too. Like, it was like 65 degrees. It wasn't rainy. It wasn't cold. It wasn't windy. It's like, this is great. One bad thing did happen, though. So I carry a pocket knife, right? Everywhere I go. I always have a pocket knife on me. It's just a habit. It's what I do. Sometimes.
Shank somebody?
No, it's just I always have a pocket knife on me. Sometimes you'll go to a bar and they won't allow pocket knives in. Well, we went to Whiskey Cowgirl, and there's actually a police officer standing up front, and there's a sign that says no knives or guns. So when this usually happens, I'll like look around outside and I'll just like hide it somewhere, and I'll get it when I come back. Never an issue. Last night, came back, it was fucking gone. And when we walked back out, I told her, I said, I bet my knife is gone. Because I just felt like somebody was watching me when I was putting it up. I didn't see him, but so it's all good. I'll ask Santa Claus for a nice little Kershaw for Christmas.
So, yeah, that's kind of creepy. Somebody was watching you, but that's what had to have happened unless somebody just happened to stumble upon that one spot, which I doubt.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, weird people are weird out here.
It could have been one of the police officers probably sitting in the fucking car and saw me put it up there and went over there when I went in, like thinking that I was hiding a weapon in case some shit jumped off, when really it was just like, I'm from out of town. I had no idea that I couldn't take my knife in here. I don't want to get back in the Uber just to go back to the hotel and take it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. How was your weekend?
Well, I was cool. I actually went to my first high school football game since moving out here. Of course, I've been to plenty in the past, but since moving out to Missouri, I hadn't been to high school football game. One of my frat brothers, he's the AD at a local high school here, and he invited us all out for a playoff game. I think this is like the first playoff game they made in a while or ever or something like that. They had a good season and went out there. They went down early quick, but then they were able to kind of claw their way back, but it wasn't enough. But they ended up losing Capital City High School, so that was interesting going out to high school football game. Like, it's crazy because, like, these kids, they still got, like, baby faces, like, as far as, like, the players and, like, the cheerleaders, but, like, they got, like, kind of, like, adult bodies because they're, like, taller than you. It's, like, kind of a weird dynamic, right?
Yeah. I was literally just looking at my best friend Brent, his sister. She had a kid right around the time I had mine, and she just posted a picture of them like going to get a Christmas tree. He looks like a grown man. Like, he's bigger than his dad. He's all muscular and shit. I'm like, good Lord.
What are you feeding these kids nowadays?
Right. But yeah, that's cool. My high school just actually got eliminated from the playoffs this past Friday. They won the first round and then got spanked in the second round. They were the favorite to win the state championship this year.
Damn. You know, win some, you lose some, right? My high school I went to a magnet school, so they were trash back when I was there. But they got like a all-time great like running back. I think he ended up getting like a D2 scholarship, like probably like in the early 2010s, and they were like winning. But then like after he left, they started losing again. But the high school I was supposed to go to when I was in Columbia, but we moved back to the Charleston area before I got to go to it. My sister went to it, Dutch Fork High School, and they like ended up turning into like a national powerhouse, and they win all the time. They get like ranked nationally. They win state championship like every year, so that's pretty cool. But
yeah, we hadn't won since Justin Fields left.
Justin Fields went to your high school?
Yeah, I thought I told you that.
Damn,
before.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he graduated from my high school. Then went to UGA before he went to Ohio State. And then I used to live in Cartersville, Georgia, when I was a welder. That was where my first house was when I was married, and that was around the time that Trevor Lawrence was there at Cartersville High School, fucking racking shit up then. So some good football players have come through Metro Atlanta in the last couple years.
Hated Trevor Lawrence when he went to Clemson. Surprised he didn't go to a Georgia school.
Yeah, me too. I thought he would have went to UGA.
Well, we know Clemson were paying their players before you could, and now everybody can pay their players. It's caught up to them. Now everybody can pay them, so that's why they're looking average now.
Yeah. Your boy Dabo still there?
Yeah, he's still there. People calling for his head, but I'm like, he won y'all 2 national championships. Calm down.
Yeah.
I think this is like their first bad season in forever.
College football fans ain't got time for no bad season. We're trying to fucking get this shit done.
The most patience I seen for a college football coach was Harbaugh. It took him forever to win at Michigan, and then when he won, he was like, I did what I needed to do. Went back to the pros.
So we got a lot to cover in the world of pro wrestling. We got Full Gear reactions from last night, which I did watch this morning with a hangover.
I was about to say, I'm surprised you even got to watch it.
Yeah. I say this all the time, man. No matter what time I go to sleep, my body does not let me sleep past 6:30 in the morning. So I woke up and fucking was laying there in bed. I walked over to the couch and watched Full Gear this morning while she was still asleep.
That's what's up. Yeah. I don't know where you want to start at. It's a lot, like you said, it's a lot to catch up with.
So what I was gonna say is we got a lot. We got Full Gear reactions. We got to predict SummerSlam for this weekend. Survivor Series. I'm sorry, War Games. But we've had a couple title changes, including one that I said there was no shot in hell of happening. I said you could put this all over TikTok. I don't give a fuck. There ain't no way Maxxine is winning. And guess what happened? Maxxine Dupri is your new WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion.
So when I went to, because we got we got a service that chops up our clips for us, but I had to go back and do this one myself. So I was looking back at the footage. I had to go back and find this timestamp, and it's cut down. The one we put on TikTok is cut down a lot, but when I was looking back at it, it was a lot of you laughing at me. I'm like, this is kind of borderline disrespectful. I didn't realize. I guess when we were recording the moment, I didn't really realize how much. Damn, this motherfucker kind of violating me in this clip.
Hey, I thought it was hilarious. I was like, ain't no damn way Maxine's winning. Are you crazy? I honestly thought you were joking when you said it until you just kept going. I was like, oh, he's serious. He really thinks Maxxine is gonna win. I
was serious. The thing I like about it though is that they were planting the seeds weeks before. Because didn't Maxxine win by DQ and maybe win by a count out?
I think she won by I think Becky might have won by count. One of them won by count out. You're right, but it never was a clean finish either way. Maxxine was hanging with her.
So they were planting the seeds. So I'm like, they're planting the seeds. They're trying to put it in your mind that this is a possibility. And it just didn't make sense for me just for Becky just to beat her and then they keep moving on. If it was somebody established like a Nikki Bella or AJ, all right, Becky's probably going to win. But you got to give the young up-and-comer the rub if you're going to do all of this and invest all this time. So that's why I'm like, yeah, it's a high percentage that Maxxine is going to win.
And Becky's fucking hilarious. I don't know if you've seen her on social media, but she's gone full Donald Trump. She's calling out, she's calling out Adam Pearce, and I think she called out Triple H. She's talking shit about the referee. She's talking shit to LaGreca and fucking Sam Roberts, and she's got a nickname for everybody, and they're like Sleazy Sam Roberts, and she's the greatest that's ever done it. It's real Trumpish what she's doing right now. If you get a minute, go read her damn Twitter the last week or so. It's fucking hilarious.
On a slightly unrelated note, is she green carded or is she a citizen?
I don't know. She's married into the country now. I don't know if that's how it works, but I mean, she's married to Seth Rollins.
Well, I'm pretty sure if she has a green card, I hope she does. because I don't know, like you said, it's like a parody of Donald Trump. People are sensitive. She's making fun of Donald Trump. I would hate to see her get deported.
I'm sure she's been here for like 20 years. I've never heard of her having any kind of issues or whatever. I'm sure she's probably a citizen.
Yeah, that's funny. Shout out to Becky Lynch for keeping kayfabe alive. But
Yeah.
did you watch that Raw live or did you watch it later?
I was watching the Cowboys game, so I watched it later.
I had the Cowboys game on my tablet and Raw on the TV.
Disrespectful.
They've been disrespectfully making me
right. They've been disrespecting me.
Lucky, like I had them on the tablet. But so you didn't get any spoilers when you were watching that match, did you?
No. I watched it and I was just like, "Ain't this a bitch?" I mean, I don't care. Like I know it's all the storyline for other shit going forward, but they made Becky look like the dumbass babyface, right? Like she's about to cheat and somebody's music hits, and then she stops what she's doing, like, oh my god, what's happening? AJ Lee's coming out, and then she loses to a crossbody. Like, at least fucking kick her in the face while she ain't looking, and then roll her up. You know what I mean? She just lost to a crossbody. This ain't 1983.
Apparently, whoever the backstage producer was thinks it, like you said, it was a crossbody. That was interesting. But yeah, I mean, not to bury the lead. Of course, they set it up for Survivor Series War Games. But looking at the Maxxine side of things, you think she'll be able to be like the kind of workhorse champion? Because I feel like you put it on somebody like her, she's gonna have to wrestle. Right?
I feel like Lash Legend's about to fucking kick her ass in like 2 minutes in the next month or so.
Oh, really? So you think they'll put Lash Legend on Raw?
Is she not on Raw? I thought she was on Raw because she's been coming out attacking her. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. That was who I thought would take it, would be Lash Legend, but I'm sure maybe it'll be some big heel.
Raquel maybe.
Maybe Roxy.
Either one will suffice, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for her though. But
yeah, congrats to Maxxine. I know it sounded disrespectful or whatever, but we've talked about it on here. Like I like Maxxine, but I just didn't think she had a chance in hell to beat Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I mean, I vaguely remember her stint on NXT. I think she was with Rob Stone maybe back when she was on NXT.
She was with your boy LA Knight. Yeah.
That's when they brought her up to the main roster, but she had a stint on NXT. I can't remember if it was.
She was with LA Knight on NXT too, though. She was in. They brought the whole crew up with them, the whole Max model agency or whatever.
Nah, that didn't start until he got to the main roster because people were like, what the fuck? He was LA Knight on NXT, and then y'all just Vince turned him into Maximum Male Model out of nowhere. He was never the Max thing on NXT. He was LA Knight.
I thought he was Max the whole time, and then eventually he turned into LA Knight.
Nah. Cause remember before he got to the company, like he was Eli Drake, and LA Knight was an NXT thing. Yeah. So either way, like when she started off that, I barely even remember her wrestling on NXT, and she's like,
I don't either.
They say she's been putting in work with Natty and not so. Hats off to her for like improving. What a
cool gimmick though. You get to be the wrestler that can't wrestle. So when you fuck up, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's her thing. Like she sucks."
Oh shit, that's disrespectful.
That's what it is though. Her gimmick is that she tries hard and she's green.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we went back and tried to think about, I'm sure there's other wrestlers were kind of in that mold as well.
One thing she's got going for her, she's not hard to look at when she's wrestling. It's hard to not watch her when she's wrestling. So,
yeah, shout out to she's newly engaged. The guy on LFG, I can't remember the guy's name. Shout out to him. I know he was a former football player, but yeah, we'll see. Now, like I said, you got the workhorse belt. It's time for you to go. And like you said, it might be a short reign, but I guess we have to see how it plays out.
Probably will be. And speaking of short reigns, 24 hours later, another women's title changed hands as Jacey Jane becomes two-time WWE NXT champion by defeating Tatum Paxley because of that goddamn Izzy Dame.
You know how I feel about Izzy Dame. maybe she'll warm up to me. I'm not a fan, but now they got her in her rightful role as a heel. I mean,
I
kind
tell
of
you
saw
what,
it coming
that kick to the face was a motherfucker though.
when the rest of the Cullen was guarding the
Yeah.
yeah.
And Tatum turned around, boy, she ate that shit. She didn't have a choice but to sell that.
Yeah, that was snug. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to start with this because has Jacey Jane finally grown on you?
No, fuck no. Gross.
Yeah, because she hasn't on me. But what I do think will be cool, I'm sure I haven't looked at any spoilers because there's supposed to be 2 weeks of this Gold Rush, so they already record this week 2 already because it's supposed to be in Madison Square Garden.
They probably did because I think they recorded SmackDown for next week already because of Thanksgiving. So
I hadn't watched any spoilers, so hopefully nobody spoils it for me. But I think it will be cool, even though I'm not a Jacey Jane fan, if Fallon Henley, if she wins the Speed title, and Lainey Reed, the new girl, wins the
Evolve title. Yeah,
and all get gold. I think that would be cool.
I'm ready for Fallon to turn on her, and I feel like Fallon should have been champ by now, or at least gotten a shot at it. Like she's way better wrestling than Jacey Jane is.
I'm about to say she's better than her. I don't get why Fallon isn't the focal point of the group. They kind of like just put Jacey Jane in that role. I don't know. Maybe her and Sean are getting it in and backstage.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Although I wouldn't put it past him.
This is where
I wouldn't put it past that motherfucker.
As much stuff that we've said on the show, that's where you draw the line. Me saying that.
I ain't never accused nobody of sleeping their way to the championship. Jeez Louise. But if somebody was gonna do it, it'd be Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I was not saying it's more so on the Shawn Michaels side of things than the her side of things. Like,
oh wow, you just gonna call that man Vince like that?
I mean, he does have a track record of getting messy backstage, seeing sunnier days and whatnot.
He's got a track record of fucking hiring women that look better than they wrestle too sometimes.
Hey, whoa now. Yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna name anybody. I'm just saying.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just hating on her. Maybe she's more talented than what we give her credit for.
She's not.
2-time women's champion. This short list of women have done that.
Shayna Baszler and
Oscar. Didn't Oscar do it?
I think it was Roxy.
Roxy, yeah, Roxy, and not too many people. I'm sure you may be missing one or two.
No, Oscar left undefeated.
Okay.
Remember, she was undefeated, and then she got to the main roster, was undefeated, and lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So, yeah, a short list of women have done it, so maybe did Charlotte do it? Charlotte? I want to say Charlotte.
No, she only won it once. I think it's only 3 of them. I think it's just her, Shayna, and Roxy.
But didn't Charlotte win it when she was actually in NXT, and then she won it from Rhea, if I'm not mistaken? She won it. Remember, she read a random because like Rhea put it on the line at like WrestleMania randomly.
Oh, because Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and challenged Rhea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she did win it twice. I don't know if that one counts. So, but yeah. Well, I guess that's got to count because Becky won.
Yeah. What do you mean it doesn't count? It does count, even though it's stupid.
Yeah.
It counts. It's like, but that's besides the point. It's just a short list of women, and Jacey Jane is on it. But I guess if they have her winning it twice, it's clearly that she's probably gonna be on the main roster. When you see that maybe happening.
Who?
Jacey Jane.
Oh, I hope not. I don't think she's a main roster wrestler, but I've been wrong about women wrestlers before. Looking at Maxxine Dupree, I don't know. If she does go, she's gonna need the whole crew to go with her. Though I don't think she'll be able to survive her on her own.
Oh, definitely not. So I don't know. And definitely, even if she brings a crew up or if she goes by herself, I don't just see her being like a women's title contender. I see her in the mid card just to fill out the card. We've seen it happen before with like your Dakota Kai's, your what's the colorful girl hair, and She just stirred up shit in AEW.
Oh, my girl, Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox. Just like a good hand. I hate to use that. That's kind of derogatory, but like
Not really.
Good hand.
Yeah. Some people were meant to be just fucking like the mid card, like good, like I can have a good match with you, but you're not going to be the champion.
I mean, we kind of seeing it with even though I like her, Zelina, even though she's kind of back in the manager role, and Michin, like they just we need bodies, unfortunately, but it is what it is, right?
A check's still clearing now.
Yeah, can't be mad at that, right?
I know I wouldn't be. What else took place on NXT? So Rucker came back from injury, although she's clearly not. Is her injury a storyline, or was she actually hurt? Because I feel like making a storyline that strips somebody of both their titles is kind of fucked up.
So I think it's a blend. I think she really did have like a little injury, but it was like, kind of like not as serious as they made it. Like she just was nicked up a little bit, dinged up, but now they made it to a storyline.
I could see it being something more like a concussion, to where she wasn't cleared to wrestle for a couple weeks, and they just said her knee was fucked up, and now they're making a story out of her knee. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is, but she came back, wrestled Mariah May, Blake Monroe, for the North American Women's Championship, and my girl Zarya threw the towel in because Soul was getting her ass whooped. I don't know about you, but I'm really intrigued by this storyline, and it has nothing to do with Mariah May. It's all about Soul and Zarya.
Yeah, like sometimes the slow burn could be a little bit too slow, but I like this slow burn. Like they've been, it's been a whole year going on, basically, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
So yeah, I like this. I dig it, and I don't know when it's gonna happen or how it's gonna happen, which is the good thing about it. But it'd be a twist if it was Soul that was the one that turned on.
I feel like she should. You lost my belt and you threw the damn towel in. Yeah.
Throwing the damn towel. What was that, Rocky?
Yeah, it was Rocky. Throwing the damn. It's supposed to be an exhibition. If I'm Soul, I'm pissed off at her.
Yeah. So you think Soul might be the one that cost Zarya the speed title against Fallon?
Yeah. Jackson Smith and Jigba. This motherfucker is good. Sorry. The wide receiver for Seattle, the rookie from Ohio State.
Damn.
He just caught a 65-yard touchdown on 3rd and 6. He just literally ran straight by the guy, caught it, and then left the guy in the dust.
3rd and 6, and he caught a
65-yard touchdown.
I always give kudos to the wide receivers that put up numbers with mid quarterbacks.
He got one.
Sam Darnold he's just not that guy to me, and they're winning. So yeah, sometimes all you need is a game manager and good weapons around you. And
it's like George Pickens with Pittsburgh all those years. He was putting up good numbers. They weren't great, but he never had a good quarterback the whole time he was there. And now he gets with Dak, and he's like, motherfucker gonna make $40 million a year next year, probably.
You think Dallas be able to keep him?
If they want to, they can, but for some reason, Jerry acts like
I ain't paying. He ain't paying.
He's already paying CD, already paying Dak. I mean, but what was the point of saving all the money you saved by not paying Micah? Like, now you got all this money, and now you don't want to pay the next big guy? Like, come on, man. What are we doing here? Pay him, keep him there, right? Your offense is set. You just need to draft a running back. Just keep drafting running backs until you find one. But now get the defense in order. Which the defense kind of, getting Quinnen Williams was good. Overshown coming back is going to help. Revel coming back is going to help. So the defense could be middle of the road, but I mean, it's too late, honestly. Like, they would literally have to win out or only lose one game to have a shot this year to get to the playoffs. But he waited too long, I think, to make the Quinnen Williams trade. Like, that shit should have been done 3 weeks ago. And I think they would have won. they would have definitely beat Arizona with that. And I think they probably would have. I think they'd have beat fucking Carolina too, because I don't think Dowdle would have ran for 200 yards against them.
Yeah, it's tragic. That's why, like you said, it's always good to make the playoffs because you got a shot. But if it would ended up where getting a good draft pick and building forward, I wouldn't be too mad at that.
You can just hope Green Bay don't do well the rest of the year, and then use their first round draft pick in yours. I know Lamar Jackson is fucking my fantasy league up right now.
Do you have him as a quarterback?
And I got him in both my leagues, my main leagues, and I got Dak behind him in one league and Stafford behind him in another league. And I benched Dak last week, and Lamar Jackson put up fucking 4 points, and Dak threw more touchdowns than Lamar Jackson had points.
See, I learned my lesson. I think it was the season before last. Like, he balled out the season before Lamar Jackson, and I picked him like crazy, like a ridiculous high on the. I think I picked him like in my second round or something like that because I'm like, all right, he's gonna put up points like a wide receiver or running back, and then he ended up having like a mid-season. I'm like, all right, I'm never taking a quarterback this high again. Lo and behold, like you said, he's not doing anything for you. I got Stafford on one of my fantasy leagues, and he's putting up numbers. So.
Right, quietly. You had no idea he was doing what he's doing. What were we talking about? We were talking about wrestling. As far as NXT goes, though, I'm good with the Soul and the Zarya thing. Like, I want Soul to turn on her. I think Soul would be a good heel, and I think Zarya would be a good babyface too. Like, even though she came in as this unstoppable monster that should have been a heel, they've kind of like babied her down for people to like give her a personality and make you like her now. So I think Soul as a heel would be good because you wouldn't expect her to be a heel.
Yeah, I feel like you should test out the heel qualities while she's still in NXT. So when she does go to main roster, you could go either way. You could have her debut as a babyface. You could go to heel route. So I wouldn't be mad at that. But kind of to tie two things together, sticking on NXT, what do you think about the Obafemi promo?
I didn't watch it. I missed that.
Man.
No, I'm not saying I didn't watch it just because I didn't want to. I'm just saying I don't have a lot of time to watch NXT, so I just kind of like speed through a lot of shit. So
people are saying it's the NXT promo of the year. I thought it was good. Maybe they're hyping up a little bit because he was talking about how he went back to Nigeria and he built himself back up, and
he looks bigger.
Now he's gonna go in and take for what it is. He's like, he ain't worried about getting dressed up like you and Trick are. By you is talking about Ricky Saints, and then, like, people were applauding it. But I was a little surprised to see him back because, as we saw, he was the last person in the John Cena tournament. So like, I feel like it's kind of spinning the wheels with Oba right now. I
don't know, but when he came back, watching him I saw a screenshot of him and Ricky Saints in the ring together. He gonna have to shoot that nigga, and because he ain't gonna beat him in a wrestling match again. Ain't no damn way. Oba's motivated too. Shit. Sometimes believability goes a long way in wrestling, and as much as I like Ricky Saints, Oba ain't the motherfucker that he can just get in the ring with and beat like that. Like it comes to a point where it's just like, aesthetically talking, I can't look at these two and believe that one of these guys beats the other guy.
Yeah, but he did. Ricky beat him before with like a tornado damn DDT. So
right.
I mean, I'm sure
it was circumstances in that helped him win, and I was like, okay, whatever. But that shit can't happen twice. That's why Rey Mysterio never beat Kevin Nash again, because Kevin Nash took him serious after that, just fucking killed him. So it's like lightning can strike once, but I just can't look at that match and say, yeah, Ricky's got a shot to win.
Yeah, I get it, but like, if Oba wins again, like, what the fuck? What are we doing right now? Because like, now I'm all on board what you said last week. Like, as far as this John Cena tournament, like, it's now that we see how it's played out and rounded out. Like, we just got a bunch of old dudes. We had Javon Evans, like we said, like I said, I knew he wasn't gonna get jobbed out to Gunther, but he had like a couple host spots. But he was the only really young person. I mean, still got Mello in there, but besides him and Melo, like what's the only two young people? And like I feel like this would have been a great opportunity to bring Ova up to the main roster. Now he's back in NXT, even though we see they could use young bodies. Like, what the fuck are we doing right now?
Melo had a great week. Just, while you brought him up, I don't think we were going to talk about him, but he had a really good. I had no idea they turned him babyface because SmackDown's been so trash lately. I haven't really been watching it. I didn't know Melo was a face now.
Yeah, like when he turned on Miz, they have him as a face. I saw the little clip on him when he was on main event. He did the 6-7 thing that's been going viral.
I saw that. Whatever
yeah,
that means.
Got him as a face. Yeah, it means nothing. I'm sure your kids are all into that that world. That's their generation, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, Melo's like slowly or quietly kind of turned face, and that's where they have him now. And like we said, he's a Boston guy, so you think he may be able to stretch in the tournament and make it further than a lot of people think?
I honestly hope he wins.
I do too, but Gunther came back with a new presentation, got the old music back. He came in a robe. I gotta go back and look at this robe. I wasn't really paying attention, but people were like harping on the robe he came out in.
Shit looked like a bathrobe. Shit looked like he got that off the rack at fucking Victoria's Secret or some shit like that and wore it out to the ring.
He got a Victoria's Secret.
It was all fucking shiny and like. I don't know if it was silk or not, but it looked. I don't know. It looked comfortable as a motherfucker, honestly. Like I said, like he just got out the shower.
Man said you got a Victoria's Secret robe. That's dirty work.
That's what LaGreca had on when he went viral.
LaGreca, that fucking clown.
That's what Becky Lynch said. She said the only relevant he had been relevant since he wore a pink robe and got into it with one of our wrestlers.
Hey, shout out to Becky. But yeah, I mean, so are they like now that Gunther, took a break and he came back, kind of new presentation? Are they trying to because that's what I always thought. Like when they wanted to turn Gunther face, they would go back to like the old music and stuff. Because fans when he's NXT fans used to sing that along with the crowd. Are they trying to have him as a tweener or like a straight up face? I don't know.
I don't know what they're doing with Gunther. I think his return has been weird. Like to announce his return and not just let him come back was odd. But I don't know. I don't know about this John Cena tournament, honestly. Like I'm disappointed in it, but I'm disappointed with the whole John Cena final run. So this is just par for the fucking course too. Like there's nobody in that tournament that I look at and I'm like, man, I hope that's John Cena's last opponent.
I mean, the rumors beforehand it was gonna be Gunther, and it's looking like that's probably the possibility. But as far as like the overall side of thing, what's your disappointment about this John Cena final run?
It just it hadn't made sense. It hadn't been good. Like the heel turn was fun, but then the face turn was random, and then he lost the title that he wanted to leave with, and then he never even mentioned the title again. Like. He never said, I want another shot at Cody. Like, I want my belt back, the whole 9. And now he's just, sparingly in and out for his last, 10, 15 appearances. Wrestling these random fucking matches. Like, we talked about last week. Like, what was the point of getting destroyed by Brock? That was just a waste of a fucking appearance. Imagine paying all that money to see John Cena wrestle the last time. And you go out there and you see Brock suplex this motherfucker 23 times and beat him.
Yeah. So, I think you and me have similar thoughts on this. A lot of people shitted on the whole, just his whole heel run. I think it was necessary, especially if you want to call yourself a great. I feel like you need to have turned heel, even though it kind of did it. He did it on his, his last run or his last, hoorah. But it still happened. I actually didn't think the heel run was bad. Like you said, the face turn was fucking terrible. And everything since then has been kind of random and mishmash and mishmash. And I heard the guys on Cheap Heat, Peter Rosenberg's podcast, talking about this. And I kind of agree. Like this whole when he turned face, everything has kind of been not storyline. It's been like this is all my
Yeah.
last run and nothing to do with storyline. It's just doing things just because it's his last run. And I agree. Like, why isn't this storyline? It's just randomness and nothing to do with storylines. The Brock shit didn't make sense. He just got destroyed. And I thought it was gonna be set up for them to go back to it, which is clearly not what they're gonna do. And just everything since the face turn, I hadn't really liked. Actually enjoyed the heel stuff, even though a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good match with AJ. Who else did he have a good match with? He had a good match with... Who did he wrestle after AJ?
Logan Paul, or was that before AJ?
Yeah, it was something like that. And then his match with Dom, like him as the Intercontinental Champion. It just feels like there... And now he's going to wrestle Dom again. So of his last 4 appearances, he wrestles Dom twice. 3 times, really, if you count the fucking 6-man this Monday on Monday Night Raw. Like, I don't know, man. It's just... It feels like it wasn't planned out right, and it feels like it was just thrown together, which I've never been a huge John Cena fan, but I think it's just big time disrespectful to his career that he gave y'all a year and a half to be like, this is my last day. I'll be here next year. These are my dates. Let's make some shit happen. And it just feels like Triple H is like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker. Like, we got Gunther coming back. We're not worried about your ass. You're leaving. Nobody cares about you. We're trying to build Cody up again.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because they got the Unreal show and they got all these writers backstage, and Triple H is supposed to be the second coming of Christ when it comes to booking. You think they would just have all of this planned out ahead? Feels like they're just doing shit on the fly, which is kind of a head scratcher.
Yeah. Tying in John Cena and NXT, I don't know if you heard, but John Cena will make the decision on who's going to be in the Iron Survivor matches for NXT. He'll be on TV this Tuesday for Gold Rush Night 2. So John Cena's picking, it's called the Iron Survivor, right? Or am I crazy?
That's right. It's Iron Survivor.
Yeah. John Cena's picking all the participants for the Iron Survivor matches.
Yeah. You think the people that he picked is going to really bring a more or a brighter light to, these people that he actually picks of it?
It could. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, he's just picking who the fucking writers told him to pick.
True.
It's not like John Cena's hand picking like, because if he did, like, imagine he goes and picks motherfuckers that aren't even close to being world championship material, right? Like, just people he likes. And Shawn Michaels like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this?
I get what you're saying, and of course the writers do have the final say. But I'm sure he's back there and he's back there like collaborating with them, even though he doesn't have the final say. You don't think he's collaborating a little bit of who he has to put his name out for? Because if they're just picking trash people, and he's like, I don't think I would co-sign this motherfucker.
I feel like maybe they might give him one, and when he makes the decision, he'll be like, this guy here, and he'll kind of put him over. Like, he may have one, they don't necessarily have to win, but the storyline dictates, like, these are the people that need to be in it, but we'll let you pick one random one yourself.
Yeah, I think he has a little bit, but like you said, it's probably mostly the writers. But yeah, I think it's cool. The Iron Survivor match is unique. It's kind of like a mix of an Iron Man match and a Royal Rumble type style thing, and it's a fun little match.
Yeah. Well, let's get into some AEW, EJ. They had AEW Full Gear yesterday. A lot went down on this card. I'll hit. My main topics I want to talk about are Mox, Mercedes, FTR, Ricochet, and Joe. Anything that is not in those topics that you think we need to cover?
We got to talk about the opening, or the semi-opening match. Well, and we could really talk about the opening match. The Don Callis family losing the trios match, but Pac ties into Jon Moxley. I highly enjoyed this card because we always talk about unpredictability in wrestling and how you got to throw it in there. And I think this card had a lot of unpredictability in the results. And I think this is one of their best cards of the year, to be honest, even though it's always long, like AEW tends to be. But I highly enjoyed this card.
I enjoyed it. I disagreed with a couple of the results.
Mercedes.
Yeah, mainly. It's a real big head scratcher that Joe took the title off Hangman already after Mox had the title for so long and Hangman was finally the guy to take it from him. And now here we are, what, 3 months later? If 3 months? And Hangman's not the champion anymore?
July, so 4. That's a third of the year. 4 months is a third of the year. But like we always talk about, I didn't expect it to happen, so I was like shocked about it because we both predicted Hangman to retain. But like we've always talked about, if you're trying to simulate real sports, not all title reigns have to be a year long. Sometimes you have a shorter reign. Sometimes you got caught, and lo and behold, like the hook turn and everything. Like I like it. Like, and then we always say it's hard when you're a baby face to keep the momentum. The money is in the chase, and they're kind of going back to that. I thought you could have ended the show just with the Joe turn. I think having Swerve in there kind of was like,
and then such a long fucking intro, and they fucked up the intro. Like Prince Nana started talking, but his mic wasn't on yet, so then he had to repeat what he said. Then the lights came on too early, and then they had to turn the lights back out, and it's like, bro, it's 12:30. Like, let's fucking roll his goddamn credits so we can get out of here. And then Swerve comes walking out. I don't know. It was just like, it could have been done on Dynamite.
Yeah, it didn't need that there, but the silver lining is that you're setting up the people to keep watching because now Swerve is back in the picture, and it's probably gonna be a triple threat at World's End, which I'm not mad at. But like you said, they could have probably saved that for Dynamite because the shocking thing was Joe winning. You could just end on that note. That's kind of a cliffhanger itself. So it could have left that for Dynamite, but it is what it is. But
also,
yeah, like I said, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I'm Hangman, I'm kind of pissed off at Swerve. Like, you was back there the whole time and you ain't come help me. These niggas been running in and out the cage the whole night, and you've been back there the whole time, and you got your music playing and Prince Nana dancing after I lose the fucking title.
Shit, it's on site forever. Like, they don't like each other. It's like the biggest rivalry. So you lost it. Now I could come. Yeah. Now that you lost it, because I don't fuck with you.
That's why if I'm Hangman, when we standing on the ropes looking up there at Samoa Joe, I'm swinging on his ass.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you said, it's on site, and this motherfucker could have came and helped me, and he didn't.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued. Like if you would have asked me, I would have said Joe was just like his first title reign was like, we appreciate what you've done in the industry. Like, we give you this reign. I did not expect him to be a 2-time champion, but I'm digging it now that they got, because like we said, like, what are you doing with Hook? Like, he's with Eddie Kingston, but now that they have a little direction for him, he's back with the ops and he's a heel. Now, like, it's time to go, kid. Like the initial, like kind of with Dom, like you're a legacy and the initial pop because you're a legacy, but that kind of wears off. So now it's time to see what you can do, kid. So I'm sure that you think that, I don't know what you think, but I'm sure that Joe's gonna put the trios title on him now that he's the world champion. Now they have this like heel faction. I kind of dig it.
Somebody on our TikTok tried to say that Hook and Dom are the same in the ring, and that's when I realized that people are just stupid.
Hell no! Like, how does that even make sense? Like, how are they the same in the ring?
I want to think they might have said that Hook is better or just as good as Dom in the ring, because on that TikTok we were talking about Hook. Somebody was like, he's better to watch than Dom or some shit like that. They said, and I was like, I'm not even responding to this stupid shit.
Absolutely not. Like we've said, Hook is not wrestling of the size he is. He's out of place wrestling. Dom is like, I don't want to say light years ahead of him, but Dom is ahead of what Hook is right now. And I don't think it's that close.
No, it's definitely a light year or two, Yeah, Joe being a 2-time champion, it was a short list of AEW 2-time champions, and he's on there now. Yeah. We were talking about with Jacey Jane.
Sorry to interrupt, but
no, go ahead.
Not even your Kenny Omega, like, he's a beloved. He's not even a 2-time champion. Bryan Danielson, he's not a 2-time champion. So that's, like you said, that's a short list.
I think it's Moxley, Punk, Hangman, and Joe.
Yeah, that's about it. Not even MJF, the future. He's not even. I think he's gonna eventually be a 2-time champion.
I think you'll have more. Like, I think Swerve will win it again. I think MJF will win it again. But Obviously, Punk won't win anymore. Danielson won't. You know, Omega. I don't think Omega's in the world champion business anymore. I think Omega's like a special event now. Like I think he's a part timer.
Yeah, he'll get with the elite. He might win trios. He might win that new national or that unified. But yeah, I don't think he wants to win the world title at this point.
Speaking of the national title, I love it for the only reason I love it because AEW's got enough fucking titles, but it looks like the old school NWA TV championship that I used to love.
I popped for that when I saw. I like, all right, even though this is unnecessary, that shit looks clean.
Yeah, it's the title that I remember Sting fighting the Great Muta over, and just so many good television champions back then. And that was like my younger days of being a Sting fan was when he was the TV champion. So yeah, I enjoyed that. The match itself, you know, I was here for the Hurt Business, like trying to do wrestling moves and shit. I just wish they would have actually got into it and did it. But I did like Ricochet coming out early. Like even the commentators are like, damn, that was a quick clock. And Ricochet's like, don't nobody want to see that shit. Y'all need to be hitting each other. Like, what the fuck is this? We ain't come here for this shit.
I thought that was hilarious. And then they got taken out by the rest of the Demand and shit. What's their tag team name? I'm fucking blanking on it, but you know the big
the Gates of Agony.
Yeah, the GOA, Gates of Agony. They came out and take them out. But where they disappear off to when they got taken out, like Bobby and Shelton? I feel like I didn't see them until they reemerged.
They were just laid out outside the ring.
Damn, they were hitting well, but I dug that. And what's the little 3 symbol he gives for people to listen in? Like, I dig. I thought Ricochet would be a trios champion before a singles title, but I'm not mad at it because he's the perfect little weasel.
He is. I'm digging Ricochet, and I mean I liked him in WWE too, but him turning a heel and being a leader of a heel faction is so fucking funny to be. Like he's hilarious. So congrats to Ricochet on being AEW's first ever national champion. Another new set of champions that were crowned. FTR defeats Brodito in a really good match that was I thought it was extremely predictable on this one. Not in a bad way, but I just thought the way the story's going, the way FTR's been on the roll with Stokely, like they had to get these titles.
Yeah. And like even though they kind of like conditioned my mind to think that, you know, they're a legit tag team, but Brodito was a thrown together tag team. They weren't like a real tag team. Like, you know, his partner is out. Mr. Rhea Ripley, Buddy, he's out. Like, I'm sure he might get his original tag team back with the Hellhounds or whatnot, or Hounds of Hell or whatever. But, you know, or maybe Brody gets a singles run in this Continental Classic. But, you know, it was bound to happen. And FTR, 3-time champions. I think them and the Bucks are the only ones that won it 3 times. And now I think this is like I think they originally got it. They were heels, but like not this heel version of them. And people like to hate on Stokely being with them, but I dig it. Like let them cook.
Honestly, Stokely's the only reason I pay attention to FTR.
Well, it's getting you to pay attention, and sometimes you need that one little spark to get you to pay attention. And you know, I think like I don't know everything, but I feel like I see the writing on the walls with this. It's setting them Cope and Christian eventually get the belts off.
Oh my God, no.
That's what's gonna happen. we could. I'll go back and come and clip this. That's probably what's gonna happen. Like, I don't agree with it necessarily because what do Cope and Christian need the belts for? But I just see that happening, probably at Revolution. You don't think that's gonna happen?
I do now that you say it, but it's just fucking annoying. And also, like, they'll probably end up retiring as a champion, like, because, you know, they can't let anybody else do something that's cool, like what Sting did. So now they want to try to do it. I don't mind Christian. I'm just sick of Edge.
Yeah. Apparently fans aren't sick of him. That was the thing. This is going to be the last person that pops up in the John Cena tournament. It's going to be Edge. Lo and behold, I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show. We didn't even talk about that.
Or Zack Ryder.
Yeah, like I don't want to go back because we already talked about WWE, but like, what were your thoughts? I think we talked about the Zack Ryder on last week's show, if I'm not mistaken. But like, that's kind of a letdown that it was Zack Ryder.
That's the John Cena. That's what I'm saying. The John Cena tournament, man. It's been like, and the crazy thing is like, most people don't even remember John Cena and Dolph Ziggler like having a fucking feud. You know, like it was so long ago. And then what was the point? He didn't even win.
Yeah, so you bring these TNA guys just to, I'm not an insider, but job out. So this, I don't know. I didn't even know they feuded. Remember, I dipped out and wasn't watching for it. So they had a feud?
Yeah, they had a feud for a while. Ziggler never won, but it was good matches. Like he was one of the guys that they would put with Cena to have good matches with.
So he like chat with, was he facing Cena when Cena had the WWE championship?
Yeah. Never won it, obviously.
Yeah, because he won a couple world titles, but he didn't win the main WWE. That's kind of disappointing for Dolph that they never believed in him. He just was losing to Cena.
That man made a lot of money in WWE.
That's true.
He was there for damn near 20 years, if not 20. He's the only guy from the Spirit Squad that's still fucking going.
I was about to say, that's when right when I dipped out, he was in the Spirit Squad. And didn't they have Dykstra? Didn't he get like a shot at the main roster? I can't remember the other three dudes, but Dykstra, didn't he get a shot for a little bit?
Kenny Dykstra. That's Mickey's old flame.
Oh, he mashed? Damn.
They were engaged, I thought. We talked about this earlier. Like look, man. Never mind.
That's the highlight of that guy. That's the highlight of that guy's life.
It's a big highlight, though. That's a big highlight.
He's lucky she let him even sniff her.
When you look back over your life, if you can say at one time you were dating Mickie James, that's a good highlight to have.
Yeah. We digress, but yeah, I mean, like you said,
he said sniff her. Damn, that's a wild comment.
Yeah, look, where is he at now? Like, that's literally the highlight of. I don't want to disrespect a guy like that. I don't know. He might be.
Yeah, you don't know his life. You never know. He might be tearing ass up somewhere in Paducah, Kentucky. You know.
Yeah, he might be like a business owner, like outside of wrestling.
Right, this motherfucker owned 3 state farms, and you talking about Mickie James, the highlight of his life because they were dating.
Yeah, I ain't trying to violate this guy, but
you're probably right there. You're probably right.
We like kind of giving them props, but then low key hating on. But it is what it is. But yeah, going back to the Edge side of things, I mean, you think he's gonna retire though?
I hope
like you
so.
said, they might retire with the belts.
I think he would have retired by now if he wouldn't have got hurt twice.
Yeah, like excuse me. I'm not with the announcing your retirement in wrestling because it's not like a stick and ball sport. Like even with the John Cena thing, like if you're still physically able to go, like why not just retire and like why completely close the door? Like I might want to pop up for a payday in 5 years if I'm still physically able to do it.
I think Cena's.
Go ahead.
I think Cena's different though because he's got another job. You know, these other wrestlers, like if they ain't got shit else going on, yeah, give me a couple $100,000, I'll show up. Cena don't need that. He's got Peacemaker. He's got movies. He's got commercials. You know, he's fucking voiceover for, is it Ford or Chevy? One of them. Now he's got millions of dollars coming in everywhere. So why keep putting your body through that? You've been doing it for 20 years, man. Hang that shit up and go. But I do see your point also of, you know, if Cena gets the itch one day, like now you've put it out there that you're never coming back. Like I'm not going to be like everybody else and keep coming back. WrestleMania might roll around next year and you're like, shit, I'm standing up and ain't nothing hurting. Like, let me go in here and fucking roll around with Cody one more time, you know? But now you can't do that if you're going to stick to your word.
Yeah. And excuse me, if you're like Sting, like he's damn near 70, so I get it why they did it with that. But I like what Stone Cold did. Stone Cold, he's retired, but he never said, I'm officially retired, so it's still like if he wants to get a payday, like I got one more in me, like people won't question it if he comes back. But like if you're Cena and you come back you get, like you said, if he gets the itch in 5 years, like we're like, you said this was your last match, like you didn't stand on business on that. So
Right.
I like when wrestlers retire, but don't say you're retired, just retire quietly.
Let's see. Moving on, we got Mercedes facing Chris Statlander for the AEW Women's Championship, and Saturday Night Fever retains the championship in a really good match.
Yeah, I thought that was a hell of a match, man.
You know, it's one of the only matches of the card, if not the only match. There was no gimmicks, no bullshit, just wrestling. And they fucking killed it. I worry about, I shouldn't say worry, but like, is Mercedes' thing that she just can't win the big one?
Yeah, and I think that's a storyline. I feel like she should crash out and spiral, lose all her fucking women's belts. People laughing, shitting on her. All right, y'all laughing at me. I'm focused now. Now that I got all these belts out of the way. Revolution, Double or Nothing. She wins the big one. I'm not mad at that.
I could see what you're saying. I don't know. I just don't think Statlander's somebody that should have been beating her. Because Statlander's been kind of like stop and start the whole time she's been in AEW. Now she was the first person to beat Jade, and now she beats Mercedes after ending Tony Storm's reign too. Like, Statlander ain't like that. Like, I like her and all, but she's not on that level to have those wins.
I'm not the biggest stat fan, so to speak, but you gotta build up other people, and I'm not mad at that in that sense, even though I'm not a stat fan. But I kind of like the things on Mercedes' side more than I'm looking at like it was stat that did it. It could have been any up and comer that did it. I just like that they're not, like, because if she would have won the belt, would have been stat or anybody else or Tony, and she just had all these belts and just threw the AEW Women's Championship in there, like that's kind of taken from the fact that the AEW's Women's Champions just stacked with all these 14 other belts. So that's why I like it in that sense, because like it's the AEW Women's Championship. It's just not added to your collection. It's just like an ornament, right?
Yeah, I could see that. Then you have Mox tapping out again. Like, is this just what this guy does now? He just gives up all the time?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember who we picked. I think we might have both picked Mox. I can't remember. But this makes sense because tying back to the first match, Pac, or former Neville, he was able to beat Darby Allin, even though it's by nefarious means. But when you're in the Death Riders, you win by any means necessary. So he got Wheeler Yuta to come in, help him with the Sting bat. If I'm Pac, you keep on quitting. You know, how you gonna be the leader of us if you can't even get the job done?
Not only that, you keep quitting.
You keep tapping out, quitting. Kyle O'Reilly, I know he's a beloved in the IWC, but it's still Kyle O'Reilly. And you're supposed to be the leader of our group, and you keep quitting. So you think? I mean, I feel like World's End. That's the perfect, title of a pay-per-view for. We're ending you. You think that's where it's got to happen? They got to kick him out the fucking group.
Right. Like, I think Marina Shafir should be the one to kick him out.
She should be the leader. Like, even though I think it might be Pac, like I wouldn't be mad if it was Marina. Have we ever seen a woman be the leader of a basically all male, or not basically an all male group?
I mean, Rhea was kind of the leader of Judgment Day for a while.
True. She was like, even though that was their motto, like we don't have leaders, but she was basically the full leader.
Right.
But official leader, I wouldn't be mad at Marina. Like, you think this is like almost bound to happen though? Mox getting kicked out because you can't keep giving up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Death Riders don't play that shit. We ain't about that life. We don't fucking quit. We ride to the death. Fucking Death Riders. They gonna have to change the name of the group though, because that's his move.
Yeah. One other shocking thing though, because I think we both picked Kyle Fletcher. I did not expect Mark Briscoe to beat him.
Good point. Yeah, that was. I was looking forward to seeing Mark Briscoe and the Don Callis family.
Me too. I mean, I don't know. Like, where do you go at now? Because I feel like the story was in him being in the Callis family. I think I know where we're going. All Takeshita and Fletcher are in the Continental Classic. Is this like where the Don Callis family implodes, I guess?
I mean, Takeshita and Okada are already like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just a powder keg waiting to be fucking ignited. I don't know about, like, I was expecting Fletcher to go on this like history making longest run ever as a TNT champion, and I don't even think he made it to 6 months.
He won it like a little bit because he's supposed to win it at All In, and they held off a couple of weeks because Adam Cole got So he's had it like 4 to 5 months. Yeah, 4. Yeah, no, but like we said, it's when it's not expected, that kind of makes it a little bit better. I'm sure he's gonna get another run. Maybe he wins this unified belt or whatever in the tournament. But yeah, man, I'm like I don't want to be called an AEW glazer, but as far as like 2025 goes, of course, like I've always said, WWE always has the big moments, and the top of the card is always compelling. But as far as like paying attention to like the mid card and everything else in the card, I feel like AEW has been doing a really good job this year of paying attention to anything outside of the main event scene. Like you said, we talked about Ricochet. We didn't even talk about the women's tag team. Like that's still going on, and you got this going on with the Don Callis family in the mid card section, and I feel like it's a lot of things, good things that you're paying attention to right now.
Yeah.
Outside of the main event scene,
AEW is way more interesting than WWE right now.
Yeah, it's ebbs and flows. Like I'm not totally, it's not saying that WWE's not gonna rebound, but they gotta cook.
That's why I said right now, like WWE was killing AEW for a while in the interest and scope, and AEW was just basically putting on good matches. But now they got good storylines, and WWE, I think, are floundering with theirs. Like, besides a couple here and there, it's like a lot of this shit is just like, what the fuck is going on? So AEW, I'm intrigued, man. I'm excited about December 10th when they come here to Atlanta. Going to see them in person is always a treat. Really good pay-per-view. I would give it, if I had to grade it out of 5, I'd give it like a 3.5. I
give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, and again, my grading scale is a little different than most people because I don't watch it live. So the feeling is probably a little different than, you're waiting all day Saturday to get to it. You finally get to it. You probably done had a couple drinks. You don't have any kind of spoilers you're avoiding, or like I'm watching it in a fucking hotel room with the sound turned all the way down so I don't wake up my hungover girlfriend. Like the vibe was a little different, but even with that, like I still think 3 out of 5 is a good score, and I enjoyed it. I wish Mercedes would have won. That was the only change the only decision I would have changed was Mercedes winning. I'm really intrigued by Samoa Joe being world champion, though.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like a tyrant, being the leader of the ops, and I feel like Hobbs is the perfect muscle to have. He's gonna have Hobbs going out there wrecking people. I dig it. But I was looking at the arena that AEW was going to randomly, the one in Atlanta in College Park. It's a nice little arena. I think they said the Dream Play there, like 5,000 seats. I think it's gonna look
I went
nice
there before. I told you about it. I went there last year. It's right next to the airport. So remember there was the one in Duluth that I was always shitting on, and then they went to Athens for UGA in January last year. That was a good arena. And then they did this one later on in the year. This was a really good this was who was fighting that night? This was the night that Tony Storm came out dressed like Mariah May. That was that arena.
Okay. Yeah. That's got our most views on TikTok till to this day.
Yeah, it'd be nice if something would happen like that. Like, Mercedes came out dressed like Tiana Trump or something. So anyway, let's get to.
Yeah, but I think like I think they need to keep going to places like this. Like once you put the screen and stuff, I guess that'll be like 3,500 people or so, and fill it out nice, looks nice on TV, and they're finishing off the year in the Manhattan Center, and keep doing that until you can't fit people in those arenas. And
right, and then you go bigger. Right, when you got to turn motherfuckers away, that's when you start, or when you start having to maybe get a smaller screen and open up more seats. But from what I remember being there, like it was a good amount of people there.
Yeah, so I dig it. I know you're gonna have fun. have footage on there.
Oh yeah. WWE Survivor Series is this weekend. Saturday night. I will not be watching live.
This is breaking news. I don't think I've told you this. I was waiting to get to the show. The reason I won't be at WrestleCade because I will be in the crowd at Survivor Series live and direct in San Diego.
Oh damn! Going out to San Diego. That's a long flight to go for a wrestling show, EJ.
Yeah, so Tuesday I'll be flying to South Carolina for Thanksgiving, be with the family. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday morning, flying out of Savannah to San Diego. I'll be there.
Damn, traveling man. You
Yes,
like
sir.
hit the lottery or something like that? Going on these WWE shows? Like who you know? You know somebody backstage?
Nah, man, I'm just single. I got a raise last year, so I can get a little bit of scratch. I'm not terrible with money. I don't go out there spending frivolously, so
My boy went to All In, WrestleMania. Now he's going to Survivor Series. Where you going next? Saudi Arabia next year for Royal Rumble?
I could positively say that will not be happening. Not going to that blood money show. But yeah, man, I just had to scratch off the big four. I had never been to Survivor Series.
I can feel that.
Fuck it, and it's John Cena's last pay-per-view, so that wasn't the reason. I just wanted to scratch off the big four, but that's an added bonus that it's going to be John Cena's last pay-per-view. So let's get it.
WWE posted a video of Roman Reigns' first world title win, and it happened here in Atlanta at Survivor Series. Yeah, he and Dean Ambrose wrestled in the finals to crown the new champion after Seth Rollins got injured, and I didn't go because I was a huge Roman Reigns fan back then, and I didn't go because there was like a terrorist threat towards the city of Atlanta for that weekend. So a lot of people were like scared to go out in public and shit like that. And one of the places they said they were going to target was WWE Survivor Series. So I was like, wrestling ain't that fucking important. Like I got kids and shit. So I didn't go. And that was my chance to go to Survivor Series, or I'd have the big four knocked off. I've been to the other three, but never Survivor Series.
Yeah, this is the last one on my bingo card. And why is Survivor Series a terroristic threat? Like
It was just the time of year that it was, and like it was the timing of it, and it was a big event in Atlanta, and they were like talking about attacking the city of Atlanta. So Roman Reigns won, beat Dean Ambrose, and then Sheamus came and cashed in on him right after.
That's when I finally started dipping back in because, like you said, Sheamus was a champion, and then that December, me and my homeboy, he was dating this girl at one point. She had a kid, and he was like, she wants me to take her kid to a live event, and they were coming. It was a Raw. It came to North Charleston, and I'm like, I hadn't really been keeping up, but I'll go with you. And Sheamus was a champion with that dumbass haircut. I think he had like the little spike hair. Yeah, so that's when I first started. I think it's like December of 2015 or something. So
that sounds about right. That sounds about right. Survivor Series was that year. So, yep, I still haven't gone to a Survivor Series. So EJ will be at WWE Survivor Series. I will be in Winston-Salem, North Carolina for WrestleCade. So there will not be a show next week. Somehow we'll have to get our football picks in and shit like that for next week. But let's talk Survivor Series. This past Monday, you had Brock Lesnar return, and this is what I wanted to talk about. Cody, Punk, Rollins, even to an extent, guys like Jey Uso and LA Knight, like all these guys are vying to be the number one guy, right? And Cody's the one that's like, we've talked about it before, like WWE's super popular. He comes in, he's the lead babyface, and he gets all the credit for like everything they're doing. Cody is not that QB1 shit. He can do away with all those. All that I'm the quarterback shit, he can do away with all. And again, I have to preface this as usual. I'm a Cody fan, but I'm just telling you what I see when I watch television. Brock Lesnar came out and destroyed CM Punk your world heavyweight champion. Cody comes in the ring, and about 30 seconds later, he's laying on his ass from Brock Lesnar. The show's about to go off. All of a sudden, the Tribal Chiefs music hits. And even Brock Lesnar, if you go back and watch, he was looking for help. He was like, where the fuck is Braun Breaker at? Bronson, get up. You don't see who coming? Like, come help me. Nobody came to help. Brock gets his ass whooped. The mood changed when Roman Reigns got there. There is nobody in this generation of wrestling that is at the level that he is right now, or will be. I don't see anybody being like that. I don't think Cody has it. I don't think Punk has it. I don't think Rollins has it. It was just a different vibe when Roman came out. And people knew he was coming. They were chanting for him and everything. But like I said, for Brock to destroy both your world champions and then look like he was afraid when Roman Reigns came out and then to sell the way Brock did. I tell you what, when Brock wants to sell for you, he fucking sells.
Yeah. I got a few things to say about that. You're right. None of those wrestlers have it, but CM Punk is not in the position, or that's past. That ship is sailed. Like, that's like his moment was last decade, and he was like pretty popular at his peak because like rappers were. I heard he had clips in rapper song when Punk did the pipe bomb, but yeah, that ship is sailed. Like he's not gonna get to that. But Cody, like y'all are peers. Like it's telling that you just will never be on the level of Reigns, and they're trying to position you that way. And I don't know. It's kind of sad, but like, what can you do? Because, like you said, like you just don't have the aura like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he's trying to tell people, I'm the guy. I'm QB1. I'm the quarterback of the team. Like, I run all this shit. No, nah. Roman don't have to go to all the interviews and CBS morning shows that you do because he don't need to do that. He's already that guy. Like, he shows up when he wants. And it sucks, right? Like, you're the employee that you get to work on time. You're there past quitting time. You putting in extra effort. And then this motherfucker comes in after taking vacation for 2 weeks and everybody's excited for him. And oh shit, now we're going to be cooking if this guy's back. It's like, wait a goddamn minute. What have I been doing for the longest? So I get it in that way. But in the world of pro wrestling, it's like, Roman's just so far head and shoulders above everybody else. And it was evident this week because when somebody like Brock comes back and does all that, and then Roman comes back and that's how you end it, like, again, aesthetically, like, he just destroyed CM Punk and Cody. Like it was nothing. And
one other metric, though, and I think so. Even though, like I said, Punk is one notch above, one below Roman at this point, and I think it's like a trope at this point. It's just like a inside joke that people chant CM Punk. You could do a metric is like when you're not around and people still chant your name. That's how I know you're popular. I don't hear people chanting Cody when during other people's promos. People are constantly chanting CM Punk and OTC when it's other people's promos. So
yeah, I think there's a Pavlov's dog type thing with that. One, the CM Punk thing was around so long when he quit.
That's what I'm saying.
And when he retired. Yeah, it's like people do it to be cool. You know, it's like the woo when you go to places and motherfuckers are wooing like Ric Flair. And the OTC thing, I think wrestling, like,
it's more organic.
I also think as wrestling fans, like, we're stupid. Like, OTC is easy to chant, right? Like, OTC, like, it ain't hard. That's why we never got on the Let's Go Max. He's the best wrestler alive. Like, it's too much. We can't do that. But OTC is easy, right? We can do that. So, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. But I also think Roman is, like, so fucking far and above everybody else, too. Like, they chant whatever his chant was. That's why they had that Roman Reigns, that shit going for a while. And then they kind of started trying to do it with everybody else, but it just wasn't the same. But yeah, I don't think if Cody's off TV for 6 weeks, people are gonna be chanting his name to come help fucking Jey Uso or CM Punk.
They won't. Like, it's weird. He has like weird trajectory because I guess it's all been about who they pair him with, because like fans were like slowly starting to turn on them during the whole Cena thing, and then like they kind of like took him off away from TV, and like it kind of course corrected itself. But like when he's away, I don't see people clamoring for Cody when he's away like that.
I mean, they were smart, right? Like when he came back, what did he do? He came and saved Jey Uso from losing the world title, and they immediately put him in a tag team match with Jey Uso, who was the most popular person there. So they're like, shit, they're not gonna boo Jey Uso, I hope.
Yeah, I don't know. He's like you said, he's QB1. He's promoting himself that way, but like Roman's the guy. So I hope Roman doesn't go away for Hollywood, because if he does, like I think it's gonna be rough as far as like having that guy in your company.
Let's get through these Survivor Series picks, because as we usually say, it's getting late early. I still got to go for a 45-minute walk before this Cowboys game comes on at 4:25, and I need to shower.
You're not even gonna attempt to watch the end of these early games then.
I got Red Zone on now over to my right. If you're watching on YouTube and y'all keep seeing me looking over, it's because shit's going down right now.
Yeah, even though I got better internet service, like I don't even want to even attempt to try to stream something else. I
have so much shit going on. I got the YouTube feed like up in the corner over there. I'm streaming the fucking Streamlabs. I got my iPad over here with Red Zone on, and then every now and then I'll check Twitter to see if anything, like any kind of breaking news is happening that we could talk about live. But yeah, a lot going on.
Let's get to it, man. There's only 4 matches on there, man. It's understandable for this because of the
No.
games,
I have a bone to pick about this. These ticket prices for WWE are so incredibly fucking high, right? You're going to Survivor Series. You don't have to tell me how much you paid for the ticket. I know it was expensive.
Well, you know I didn't pay for that yet. As you know what we did for WrestleMania.
Oh, okay. But ticket prices are so fucking high. You're giving me 4 matches. My co-host here, Triple H, look at me. My co-host lives in the middle of Missouri. He's flying to South Carolina for Thanksgiving with his family. And then he's going to fly across the entire goddamn country to go see John Cena's last pay-per-view and to go see Survivor Series. And how do you reward him for all this travel he's paying for, hotel, and his high-ass ticket? 4 fucking matches. And you know what's happening on Friday night? A traditional Survivor Series match on SmackDown.
I'm with you on that. Like, why is he so adverse? Or I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but why is he so opposed to having a traditional Survivor Series match on the card?
Or why is he so opposed to giving the fans their money's worth?
I mean, I don't like I said, Triple H has to get a lot of the blame, but I don't know how much of that is the TKO, like we're gonna have these short cards. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to see a mix. Like I want to see one year where you have a traditional Survivor Series match and a War Games match. Like why can't they do both on the same card? I don't get it.
That would require a booker actually booking.
Yeah, I mean, you get all the praise, so you get this blame too, Triple H.
I bet my dog Tony Khan would find a way to get a Survivor Series match on there.
He would put 3 of them motherfuckers on there.
Goddamn right. Women's, men's, and midgets. All of them will have a Survivor Series match.
And blood and guts. Full blood and guts match on there.
Tony said, y'all coming out to San Diego, y'all can get y'all's money's worth.
But yeah, I agree. Like you have it on SmackDown, and they already recorded it, like you said. So it's spoilers out there. So that is what it is.
Survivor Series. Let's go ahead and pick these 4 matches.
So I guess we'll leave the War Games for the end. So let's start off with the title matches, both title matches. John Cena defending that Intercontinental Championship against Dirty Dom. Like you said, they just repurposed those chants. Dominic Mysterio.
I think Dom gets the title back.
Yeah, I think so too. And then
probably nefarious means, but
definitely. But that's kind of weird. I'm not kind of weird, but I guess this is how Cena wanted to go out. I think he's gonna go out with 2 losses. That's kind of interesting, right?
He doesn't have to lose to whoever wins the John Cena tournament.
You know, so you think he's gonna go out winning? Huh? Spoiler alert. You might change your mind once we actually get to it. But
I'm not saying I think that. I'm just saying he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to lose.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm going with Dirty Dom as well. Like you said, by nefarious means, and I'm curious. I'm gonna be in the crowd. I wonder how crazy they're gonna go with Dom, or if they're gonna, they've done a good job of like, even though people want to cheer for him, he gets the heat back.
It's San Diego.
Yeah, it's his hometown. They're gonna cheer for him regardless.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting dynamic.
They might boo Cena out the building.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gotta get footage for us to put up on social media of that from the crowd's perspective. But
remember that guy I told you about, Jackson Smith and Jigba? He just scored another touchdown.
Shit, whoever has him on their squad, like rookies don't get picked up a lot on fantasy, but they're eating. Whoever picked them up is eating right now.
I'm pissed off because I had the second pick in our dynasty draft, which is it's a team you keep going forward, but every year we draft rookies and you have to get rid of other people. And I picked fucking Travis Hunter over him, Igbuka, and fucking, who's the other good wide receiver? There's one more good one besides him, but yeah, I missed the boat on all three of them. And I picked fucking Travis Hunter because we play defensive players. Yeah, we play defensive players too. So I was like, oh shit, I'll get points both ways. But not only has he sucked, but he's on IR right now. So
yeah, so we like our league, we have defensive players as well. 2 defensive players along with your defense. So like one of my friends in one of the law school league I'm in, he picked Travis Hunter for that purpose. Was he making points on both sides, like they're saying? Because like I said, I feel like that was cheating.
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing that well on both sides. But in our defensive league, you pick 10 offense, 10 defensive players. So you have to have one lineman, like an edge rusher or a D tackle.
Oh, damn.
You got to have a couple linebackers, a couple cornerbacks, and a couple safeties.
That's really intricate. Yeah, like I was to that extent. It's just you just get 2 defensive players. That's crazy.
No, we don't pick a total defense. We pick defensive players.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we got 2 defensive players and then a defense. That's crazy. That's very intricate. That's interesting actually. But yeah, this Smith dude's going off.
Yeah, he is. He's had a really good year. What was the next match we were getting to? We talked about Dom and Cena.
Your girl, Stephanie Rucker, your women's world champion, versus Nikki Bella. You can look what you can't touch.
You get to see that booty twirl in person, EJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in on my camera.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it back in the day, and I've seen it recently at Evolution. And you get to see.
I don't know if I've seen Nikki in person now that you said that. Was she at the Rumble that we went to? That's the only time I could think if it was a chance.
Wasn't she? She made. No, I'm thinking of the first Rumble that Oscar won, and Nikki was the runner-up, I think.
The Rumble we went to in St. Louis. I can't remember.
Was she who was the runner-up in St. Louis? It was.
I know Ronda won.
Ronda won, but who she eliminated at the end? Was it Charlotte? Anyway, whatever. I don't think Nikki was at the one in St. Louis. I got Stephanie Vaquer. Stephanie Vaquer is fun to watch in person too. She's really fucking. If she pulls out certain moves when you're in person, like it's crazy to see that shit. Like if she does that fucking moonsault 480 or whatever the hell she does, like that shit's crazy.
Devil's Kiss.
Oh yeah, well obviously that one.
I'm pretty sure I've seen her. Was she at Stand and Deliver this year? I'm pretty sure she was, because she wasn't at Mania.
Yeah. Another good TikTok we got is the Stephanie Vaquer Devil's Kiss.
Yeah, go check that out if y'all haven't. But yeah, I have Stephanie Vaquer too, but like I said on the previous show, I think it would be cool if Nikki won it and made Stephanie go on the chase until Mania.
Yeah, maybe they bring back Twin Magic and Brie fucking hides under the ring and they roll up Stephanie and
that'd be dope.
I used to love that. There was one time that was so funny. They tried to do it and it backfired and Brie got pinned. And then she's telling the referee, she's like, I'm not even Nikki. Like, look, I don't have the boobs she has. Like, she was literally doing like this. Like, my tits are small. Like, I'm not my sister, dumbass. I don't know if they restarted the match or what, but I think something materialized out of it. But yeah, they tried to do twin magic and the person pinned the wrong twin.
That's funny. Yeah, bring that back. Fuck it. Make it a storyline. I'm with it. Next up, women's War Games match. Rhea, Io, Alexa, Charlotte, into the chat, AJ Lee versus Nia Jax, Lash Legend, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, into the chat, Becky Lynch. What do you think about the last editions of those two, AJ and Becky?
I like it. It sucks that everything's so predictable that people tell you who's gonna be the fucking people all the time, and like the Roman and Brock thing is so random, but people been calling it out like a month ago. But I like it, you know. It may not have been the best way to get there, but
who you got?
I'll take the heels.
Much like Blood and Guts, I think they'll go opposite. I think one heel team will win, one babyface team will win. I'll go face team. I'll go face team in this one. I'll go Rhea, Io, and all of the other girls. Alexa, Charlotte. I don't want to disrespect them. AJ. I'll go with face team. I'll go opposite of you. So that brings us to the men's War Games match. You got CM Punk, you got Cody Rhodes, you got the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Roman Reigns versus The Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, Drew McIntyre, and Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman.
I got the baby faces on this one too.
Huh. How you think that? How you think that's gonna end? How they take out Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker? Like, how does that happen?
Logan Paul?
Logan Paul? What? Oh, they just pin him?
Yeah, they gonna corner Logan Paul and beat the dog shit out of him.
So, this is why I have the heels, because the same version of the team just won last year. Literally, it's just except for what?
Cody.
Cody wasn't on the team last one?
It was Sami Zayn instead of Cody. Yep.
Instead of Cody, yeah, it's the same team. I don't think they win 2 years in a row. And the Vision, Braun, these young guys could use the rub. So I got the Vision and company winning this one.
And that's Survivor Series, and that is, I guess we could do Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week real quick.
Ah, shit. I hope you forgot about that, because I don't know if I have.
I'll do one for both of us.
Nah, I'll find something.
I was gonna say, because I got two choices, so I could give you one and I'll do one.
Go ahead.
Well, since I always pick her, I'll let EJ pick her this week from NXT Fallon Henley. Yeah, that's what I said. And I'm going to pick somebody that you probably wouldn't even think I picked. One, because what she was wearing wasn't like anything intricate. But one thing has always been true about this person. Jean shorts are her thing. AJ Lee is my Street Clothes Wrestler of the Week.
I'll go with that. I like what she had on when she so rudely interrupted Becky's match and caused her the title. But so what I'm pick is just a bonus, because technically it's not Street Clothes Wrestler because it's gear. But I like what Tony and Mina got with the matching outfits.
Yeah,
like
and the dance,
and the hat, and the hat and the dance. So that's the bonus pick, even though it's technically not street clothes. I like them. The timeless love bomb.
Tony Storm is fucking hilarious, man. She said, maybe we'll do apartment wrestling if we win. And that's a deep cut. I don't know if people realize that.
I don't know. What is that?
So back in the 70s, in order to sell wrestling magazines, they would have women damn near naked wrestling in apartments. Those would be the pictures they would have in there.
What?
Yeah. That's how they used to sell wrestling magazines back then. They had women's apartment wrestling. It could have been the 80s, but yeah. They had these women, and Tony Storm's – she's from a bygone era, man. She knows about that type of shit.
I need to research purposes, of course. I have to look into this.
These women probably like 90 years old now, EJ.
No, not that what these women look like now. Like what are these magazines look like? Like yeah, I'm not no old biddies. I'm not trying to look at that, but yeah, Tony Chong, she's a treasure. But
Yep. That's it. That's all we got. We'll release our NFL picks.
well, we could run down them because we already picked, so I could run down the pick, and we still gotta update the scores from last week. Last week, I went 9-5, and you went 500, 7-7, which puts our scores at 106 and 56 and 95 and 67. And before the show, we made our picks, so we'll run down those real quick. Rucker, you got Minnesota. I got Green Bay. We both got Baltimore. We both got New England. We both got Seattle. Oh no, you have Cleveland. I have Las Vegas. You have Indy. I have KC. I don't know what's going on with that game. We both got Pitt. We both got Detroit. We both got Jacksonville. We both got Philly. You got Atlanta. No, I have Atlanta. You have New Orleans. We both got the Rams, and we both got the 49ers.
And those are your NFL picks. Yes, I still haven't picked. The Cowboys have to prove to me. I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Philly and beat Kansas City on Thursday. Oh, we should pick the Kansas City game, shouldn't we?
That's on Thursday?
Thursday.
I mean, we're not going to be here for next week at all, so I just feel like we just put our picks off for everything from Thursday to Sunday since we're not going to be here for Sunday.
All right.
Pick all of on social media.
But yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Dallas beat Philly and then beat Kansas City and got all of us excited again, thinking, "Oh, we got a shot at the playoffs," and then they get smoked by fucking Detroit, and it dashes up.
Our Cowboys played Kansas City this year.
They play on Thanksgiving. They play the Chiefs on Thanksgiving.
Of course, Patrick Mahomes gonna turn into like 2018 Patrick Mahomes and throw for like fucking 500 yards in that game. Watch.
Who's he gonna throw to?
Fucking transform back to 2018 Travis Kelce catching balls. We keep seeing Taylor Swift up in the suite, smiling, cheesing.
I honestly I picked Philly, but if you held a gun to my head, I feel like Dallas is gonna beat Philly by 10, and they're gonna beat Kansas City by 10. It's just what they do. You give up on them, and then all of a sudden they win a couple games in a row, and you're like, oh shit, we're cooking, and then they'll just let us down at the end. The season ain't gonna be over this early. The script writers won't let it happen.
It's so frustrating. That's the only reason I'm giving them a glimmer of hope, like you said, because it's in Dallas. But still, I don't know, man. This team just gives me headaches.
Yeah,
it's been a bad football year for me, man. As far as college and NFL, at least your Bulldogs, they in the playoffs. Man.
Yeah, I'm hoping they get a first round bye this year. Right now they're ranked number 4. It looks like A&M's gonna play Alabama in the SEC championship. So
hold up. I thought Georgia. I guess because Alabama lost to Florida State.
Yeah, Bama's got 2 losses. They got 2 losses. Yeah, but they still got 1 loss in the conference, and they beat Georgia. So right now, unless Alabama loses this weekend, it's gonna be Bama versus A&M in the conference championship.
Yeah, in the way they're using the Auburn, but that even though the Tech game doesn't matter, like Tech they lost that, they got their asses beat by Pitt. They might come into that clean old fashioned hate game with some motivation.
That's the game we sat there and watched 8 overtimes of Ric Flair last year.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass game. Ric Flair's drunk ass with them cranberry vodkas knocking them down,
knocking them bitches back. Every time I looked over there, he was grabbing another one. I said, did this nigga just die almost like a month ago?
Keep on ticking, man. Take a licking and keep on ticking.
Well, shit, man. Safe travels, EJ. Happy Thanksgiving to you and the family and all the listeners out there. I hope y'all have a happy and safe Thanksgiving. Like I said, we'll be off next week, and we'll be back in 2 weeks to recap all the travels and all the big shows and all the football and the whole 9. You got anything else you want to say, EJ?
Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family as well. Like you said, won't be here next week, but we'll be back with a whole lot of wrestling content, and follow us on social media. We'll be posting on there.
For EJ Reed, I'm Chris Rucker. Until the next episode, this has been Boot to the Face. Peace!